Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, come one, come all, and join in on the spectacle that is the Red King's Royal Toy Soiree. I am said Red King. Gather round now, lords and ladies, and let's get the royal festivities started. Greetings and salutations, one and all. To start out, I first want to give a shout out to Ninja Lawn Guy. And that's ninja_lawn_guy. He's my plastic crack dealer. He's the one that gets most of the toys I have, or a very large percentage of the toys I have. My collection has gotten tremendously bigger since he's been helping me find toys. I also want to give a shout out to Collecting Havoc. Go and check him out. His name is John. He follows me. I follow him. He's got a really good, much better channel than mine. He knows what he's doing. I'm still trying to figure out, after 3.5 years. And I want to give a shout out also to Mega J Retro. He's a guy in Seattle, or not Seattle, sorry. He lives in Canada. And I guess, according to what he said, he's moving here to the States in a little bit. But, go and check him out. He does toy hunts and stuff like that. And he's got a really good channel. And I talked to him a couple of times. And I'm hoping maybe we can do some collabs in the future. But who knows? So today, as you can tell by this man right here, we're going to be talking about Boba, plus his father Jengo, and the history of Slave One. Excuse me, my mouth is getting extremely dry. I do apologize, but, y'all know I got dry mouth, and I have to keep liquid. So, how this ship, first of all, came out was Boba Fett, of course, was a bounty hunter. And he had a ship, and I really can't remember exactly what the name is. I wrote it down. It's really not that significant since it was a story that wasn't even told in the movies, just in the comics and the books. And how Jengo got Slave One was he had his original ship. He went to Uvo 4, which is a moon that has a prison on it, to get a bounty. Why you go to a prison to get a bounty? Aren't you supposed to get the bounty to having put in prison? So, and he wasn't the only one trying for that individual. Zem from the assassin from the prequels, when she was a shapeshifter, and she shot somebody that Anakin was interviewing. And so he not only had to, there was a riot going on in the prison, so he not only had to contend with guards, but also prisoners, and then them trying to come out, trying to get the same. Well, his ship ended up getting blown up. So, these ships, I'll pull out his version. These ships are known as, hold on, let me get the bottom so you can see it better. These are called Fire Spray 3 class patrol and attack craft. These were designed to, they were stationed at this prison on Uvo 4. They were to protect and defend the prison. Well, during all the chaos, people were escaping and taking ships. Well, Jengo and Zem, I'm not even sure they got their bounty, both climbed aboard this ship and stole it. Well, the people at the prison launched 5 missiles and blew up because there were 6 of these fire spray class 3 ships. They launched missiles into the bay and blew up the other 5 fire sprays to keep people from stealing them, which is kind of dumb. But Jengo managed to steal this one and, end up using it as his ship. Let me see if I can... well, let's get this one out of the way. And I also have... I'm not going to open this one until I move, because this is a serious... This is a pretty serious... It's much like this one, but it's a 12-inch figure. He's got his armor all right here. In fact, let me open this up for you so you can see it. And you can see the lists, the pictures of all of his material, his hardware. And then you can actually see all the hardware. Let me try that. It's a little bright, but it doesn't get any dimmer. So you can see his jetpack over here, his helmet and chest armor, and his what do they call those? Oh, like greaves. Yeah. And then there's him right there. And these are his holsters for his big old long guns that he had. And I'm not going to open, like I said, I'm not going to open this up just yet. I'm going to wait till I move so I know I have a nice permanent cabinet that it can sit in. Or I may just leave it like that. A lot of people display just box. And so the only thing I don't like about this particular toy is underneath it's all gray. It's just boring and blah. And, yeah, it likes to do that a lot too. This one doesn't seem to save clothes that well. But if you'll notice on... Oops. On this one, it's all nice and painted. I mean, it looks beautiful. It's all nice and dark gray, and these are the bronze colors. And these are the stabilizers. So if it's sitting like this, flying like this, the stabilizers would be in a flat position. But when it sits down, these fold so it can land and lay on its belly. And this right here is the actual mine launcher. And these are the 2 engines. And and for some reason, on these toys, the mines actually sit right here. I don't have them because they're in the box. This is complete, but it's in the box. And unfortunately, the box has gone to storage. So I don't have the mines sitting in this. And this was a very unique ship. In fact, Boba got this. Uh-oh. Something seems to be wrong. Why is it not shifting? Oh, wait a minute. Because it's supposed to go this way. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. I've tried to bend in the wrong way. And so let me get this box so I can set this up. Boba did all kinds of modifications to it. He put he made it so it has homing beacons, sorry. And when he attaches one to your ship, he can even follow it through hyperdrive. He modified the ship. He put a special, I'm sorry. I put in an extra array for the tracking beacons, which is supposed to be illegal, according to the history that I looked up. He also put in a system that is like a radar jamming. He can literally come to a planet and they cannot detect him. So he can get on the planet without anyone knowing he's there, which is a sneaky thing for a bounty hunter. He also, sorry, I gotta reattach this. He also put in a jamming system so he could jam other people on their radars. I'm sorry. And these ships were only made for a certain year. So after those 6 ships, or the 5 ships got blew up, Jengo Fett and now Boba Fett, their ship was the only one. Then a decade later, the same company decided to start putting them out again. And when Boba Fett came out of the Sarlacc pit, he actually went and bought more. And I forgot to tell you, the reason it's called Slave One is Boba was a slave as a young one. So to, honor the fact he went through all this, he decided to name his ship Slave One. And Boba, when he got the 3 other ships, he named them Slave 2, Slave 3, and Slave 4. So now I'm going to show you some of the coolness of... I got to turn this around because it opens up on this side. So let me go ahead and open it. And on each side, there's these little buttons, these little gray, and those are what on the toy of the mines release, the space mines. So this is not exactly accurate to the actual movie, but they never really describe much in the movies. This is more in the comic books and the regular books. This one has plenty of storage for all kinds of, for any equipment that he has. And I'm going to get an extra Han Solo in carbonate and put it in here. I think I have 2 of them. I'm not really sure. This one's got all kinds of different storage on it. Up here is supposed to be where the engine and several other systems are. But for the toy, it's more like that's where you can put Han Solo in carbonate. And this part right here is supposed to be some kind of a blast shield for when it's in this position. And now let me open this back up. This will, I think he had, I only think it only really had 2 seats in the reel because it shows him in the main seat and then shows Boba sitting in Jenga's in the main seat and Boba's sitting beside him in a secondary seat. So that's not quite accurate. And then we have back here, snap this back together. Really? It doesn't seem to want to go back to battery. Sorry about this. There we go. This one stays nice and closed. Jengo pops open all the time. And here we go with, here's the ramp. So it sits basically like that. And that's how he enters his ship. Enters and exits. There's only one entrance and exit for this ship. Come on. But it has got to be one of the most unique ships. I think McQuarrie, who was the one who originally started designing all the Star Wars ships and how people would look, and so I'm not sure what this originally was supposed to look like, if it was even a part of the original plan. You never know. I don't know. I haven't delved deeply into the McQuarrie, because he's the one, like I said, who developed the original first drawings of everything. And let me see, I believe this has got more storage. Yes, it's got, and then above here, it's got a little, let me see if I can, really can't see much of anything in there. Here, let me put it that way. In fact, let me look to see. Yeah, I believe that this is actually where supposed to, a bunch of systems are supposed to be. Because back here, it has like spare, not ion torpedoes, I believe they said. Or it sounded like, well, proton, which sounds like photon from Star Trek. But he has proton torpedoes stashed in the back for when he needs them. And different from the space mines, and different from the cannons. The video did not say, the history did not say whether it launched from here or how it used those little torpedoes, basically. Proton torpedoes. And it didn't say anything about it. Let me go ahead and put this bad boy up. But, I mean, just look at that bright, vivid orange and the nice gunmetal gray, where the Jengo Fett one just looks regular gray. It's not very impressive. I do need to get the missiles for that one. I don't have too many Boba Fett figures. I have, ooh, this one's dirty. I have this 3 3/4. I do have another one, but I'm not totally positive where it is, because, you know, half the time I don't know where anything is. But this was sent to me by Ninja Lawn Guy, and I'm not going to open it, because look how beautiful that is. Even the card is beautiful. There's no, I mean, there's very little foxing, if anything. But yes, this was, again, from Ninja Lawn Guy. He sent me this one a while ago, and I decided not to open it because of how pretty badass that it is. I mean, it doesn't look like Boba Fett's colors, but it's a really cool, I mean, because this is more Boba Fett's colors. And I've had this one, and I've stuck it on the stand for Adama, Battlestar Galactica. Yes, and because I don't have a stand for him, and he doesn't like to stand very well on his own. And I've been too lazy to go out and get stands because I'm spending my money on toys instead of things to go with the toys, which I badly need to do. So that is a slight history and the toys of Boba and Jango Fett. So that'll be all for this. I still want to, that's just too beautiful. So remember that toys make your heart, mind, and soul young. So don't